Hello and thanks for joining. My name is Eric Beauchamp. I am the product manager for low vision devices here at Humanware. Today we'll be looking at the brand new Logic keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard, especially made for Humanware's Prodigy application. Now, since this is a Bluetooth keyboard, underneath there's a little switch that you can push to the right to turn it on. So we'll do so. And then in Prodigy, you will go to Settings, System, Bluetooth Setup, and you'll want to activate your Bluetooth on the Connect 12, and then select Devices. Now this is looking for, it is scanning for the Bluetooth devices. It should find it because we have turned on our keyboard, but if it did not, like on the screen right now, it did not detect any device. There's a little button right beside, right on the right hand side of the switch that we just turned on that we can press. It's a push button, and that's going to force my keyboard to detect. And we did find our keyboard, which is this one here. You click on it and click connect again, and you have to enter the pin on the keyboard. So we're going to enter on the keyboard 278830, and you press enter. We're connected. So instead of tapping on the screen, you're OK, you're going to press return, and we're done. The Bluetooth is activated. Now, if I want to go back, I can use either the back button on the keyboard. You can also use the home, Prodigy home button. So if you use the back, it's the same thing as pushing the back button on the screen. And if you use the home, Prodigy home button, it's going to bring you to the main menu of Prodigy. A couple of functions on top here, function buttons. You have the escape, which is on the left hand side of the keyboard on top. The escape button is like your home button on your tablet. Now my tablet, my Connect 12 is set to have as a default home application Prodigy. So it automatically comes back to Prodigy. But let's do a test. If I want to quit Prodigy and go to my Android desktop, you do Control Q. By doing Control Q at the same time or at the Android desktop. In order to launch Prodigy again, I can use my escape button, which is the same thing as my home button, which is on the screen here, the little circle. It is the same thing. So if I press the little circle on the screen, it's gonna return me to my Prodigy software, which I had made it as a default home application. So I'm gonna press escape. It's gonna return to my home application. Next to the escape button, you have the F1 button, which is the F1 and F2 is to control the brightness of the screen. The F3 button is going to give you a history of the applications that you've used. The F4 button will give you a list of applications available on the Connect 12. Everything that has been installed on the Connect 12. So you can use the arrows to go up and down in any menus, setting menus or this kind of menu. And they're all classified by alphabetical order. So as you can see, I have selected the P section. So if I do that, all my applications inside P will start with the letter P as in Prodigy. So I'm going to go back to home. The F5 function is going to bring me to my Prodigy settings. And again, I can navigate using the arrows of the keyboard. Come back to home. The F6 button will start my magnifier. So if I hit that, magnifier starts. If I want to take a capture and start reading, you press the play button, which is F8. And we're ready. So to play to make the Prodigy read, the Connect 12 read the document that was captured, you press play again. and it's going to start reading, so we can try it if you want. There we go. We're going to hit back, come back. The F7 and F9 function are going to speed up or increase or decrease the reading speed. F10, F11, and F12 are all the volume controls. So F10 is going to be the mute or unmute volume. F11 will decrease the volume, and F12 will increase the volume. And the last button on the right hand side of the keyboard on top is going to be the power button. So if you hit that, the Connect 12 will go into standby mode. If you hit it again, it's going to come back to Prodigy. If I want to save my document that I just captured, you can do Control S, and it saved it to my gallery. If I want to zoom in, I can use the plus button here, right beside the delete button on the keyboard. So you can use the plus button to zoom in, and the minus button to zoom out. And we're going to come back to my Prodigy. So there you have it. It's a nice accessory to your Connect 12 device. It's going to work either on the two models, the Connect, the first version of the Connect and the second version of the Connect. Thank you for listening.